Good evening and salutations, my BNP fans. Oh my. Was the bold and the beautiful. That is all I gotta sit there and say, oh my. And I don't mean that in a good way. I mean that in like, what did I just watch? I want to start off, I guess I should tell in a certain order. Long story short, Carter makes his pitch, Eric, and Eric is just like, nah, I'm good. Sounds like a lot of money. My company has never been in debt, and I don't plan on starting now. And I don't want to sit there and lose sight of what we got going on. So the answer is no. You know, I'm pretty sure Carter had to sit there and sit through LA traffic just to go all the way over there to Eric's place when Ridge could have sat there and had the balls sit there and just tell him, nah, we not doing it. I mean, he did have balls today. It just wasn't towards saving Carter some gas money. Now, at some point, Carter gets a text message. So he's like, okay, you know what? Listen, thank you for your time. And he just heads out. So, Hope, feeling stupid, looking stupid, tells Katie that Steffi fired her. So it was all a big miscommunication. I don't think she told her about the lingerie being for Carter. I'm pretty sure she just said that she was changing and she was a klutz and she fell into Finn's arms and Steffi just took it the wrong way and fired her. Katie's like, hey, listen, you're not gonna get fired, we're gonna sit there and fix this. I got a meeting, but I'll come back to you. I got your back. I got you. Yeah, that didn't work out too well. Steffi is fuming. And she comes and she tells Taylor and Reg what Hope did, and she's like, "Hey, listen, I told her I'm firing her. I'm done." And at this point, she's like, "Either she goes or I go, because we're not going to sit there and do this. I am not going to sit there and come in this office one more goddamn day and deal with her." And Taylor's like, "Yo, listen, I'm with you. She's siding with her. She's supporting her, and she's pretty much like, hey, Rich, what we gonna do?" And at first, we're just like, you sure this wasn't a miscommunication? This wasn't a mistake or anything like that? And Hope walks in there. I sat there was like, Hope, is there a particular reason why you decided to walk in Ridge's office instead of, backing your shit and getting the F out of that goddamn building like Stuffy told your ass to? Because I'm pretty sure she made it very clear before. Did you get lost? like, what's good, boo? But she comes in there, and Stephanie's like, no, 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 you're done. You are done. You're fired. That's it. Me and my dad's on my side, and you're fired. And this is a test right there. And Reg looks at her. He's like, yeah, you gotta go. Just like that. You gotta go. Then Steffi really started monologuing, right? It was like, I was cool up until the point when she called her a slut from the valley. That's why I was like, we don't need to go there. I think you've already made your point. We don't need to sit there and take it to that level. But it's like Hope is just not getting it. And I'm like, boo, you're just being extra at this point. She's like, oh, what? Why? I mean, you can't do that. I mean, what's going? And she's asking all these ridiculous, acidine questions, and I'm kind of cracking up at this point, right? And I know that's kind of a sadistic thing to sit there and say, but it's just like, well, you could have chose to leave with your dignity. Instead, you chose to stay. Bridge at this point is like, come on, you gotta go. He must have told Hope that you had to leave about like 4 or 5 times, right? Charlie comes in there. Charlie's in disbelief. But Stephanie's like, no, I want her gone, and I want her gone now. And Charlie's like, come on, we gotta go. We gotta go at this point. I gotta sit there and lead you out. And she's just so dumbfounded. So they start to walk her outside. Apparently, one of the models is having a birthday. So now she has to sit there and do the walk of shame. But no, 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 no. Again, boo, you could have sat there and just been like, all right, it is what it is, and just left. Instead, Hope had to sit there and start monologuing. I belong, what does she start something saying like, I have a right to be here, I belong here, the Logans has done this for the company and that for the company, and I'm just like, it's like, yeah, I feel like we're all just kind of watching this collectively and just be like, is there a particular reason why this chick is actually still here? She's just going on and on and on and on and on, and I'm just like, and I just literally sat there like, even when she was in the office, she was like, come on, Rich, like, you can't let me go. I was like, yes, he can. Because once again, and I forgot about this, once again, you had a chance to have an out. All you had to do was sit there and tell her, well, if the sexy lingerie was not for Finn, who was it for? And you don't say anything. You had an opportunity to say something. You didn't say anything. So now you just stand there looking stupid. Not saying anything, being quiet, and just expecting somebody, anybody, to sit there and rescue her. No. No, 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 no. Your ass is gone. So she does the walk of shame out. She's walking out the building. She stops and I'm like, not to sound like a dick or anything like that, but I'm pretty sure you're still on the property. You might want to just. At this point, Carter got the text. Carter is driving this fine ass car, which I'm like, you could have saved him some gas money by just telling him no the first time, but whatever. So he gets out the car. He's like, what's going on? And she was like, Steffi fired me, and no one did anything to stop it. I was like, yeah. Do you not understand how hierarchy actually goes? So he starts kissing her. And then they start playing the saxophone music. And I'm just like, oh, you gotta be fucking me. I swear, I thought that was probably the funniest shit I've seen all day. A long ass day, and I knew I had to sit there and watch in a hospital. So I already knew what my mood was gonna sit there and go. But seeing that was just like, I mean, they kissed, they played the sexy saxophone music, and I'm just like, oh, this is great. This is literally the best part. So after he hugs her, he looks at Force of Creation like he's angry, like, I can't believe you sat there and passed up on my idea, and you sat there and you fired Hope for being inappropriate, and even if they didn't fire her for that, her line was failing, and eventually we're probably going to sit there and want to fire her anyway, but god damn you, Forrester, this isn't the last you've heard of us. Gets her in the car, speed off. And I'm just like, I was like, this is good. Listen, I said this in my General Hospital review. I don't think I've laughed that hard since the first time that I saw this show, and they did this whole scene with Wyatt and Flo, and I gotta sit there and see how Flo's looking. I miss her intro. Anyway, they had this loving in the afternoon scene, but it was still during the, we'll say, virus, so they couldn't really use real people. And I think they had to use sock puppets or a mop and a broom or something, but I think that's probably the second time I've laughed so hard at this show. And after watching General Hospital, this was kind of like a breath of fresh air. As goofy as this shit was, and oh man, was it goofy. It was goofy in a very fun way. I don't know if it's a way where it's going to get them past another year of a renewal, but I got a good laugh out of it. And I think that's important. That's the important part of the day, is that I had a good laugh at it. Anyway, I feel like that's pretty much about it. I can't think of anything else that wound up happening. Write it in the comment section. What are your thoughts? And come to the live stream tonight. 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. I will sit there and be talking about all the shows. General Hospital, Days of Our Lives, Bold and Beautiful, and Young and Restless. With that being said, I'm going to go. See you in the next video. And hopefully live stream.